Hey guys, Tombs and Temples, guys and gals. What did I say? Hey guys, we got anybody watching? Real quick, I'm gonna do an outdoor one. I'm picking some rocks. I found a little spot for. These are all like pretty much amulet sized here, which is kind of sweet. There's a star behind me. What is that? Oh, the moon. Look at that. It's cool. I got this like holder, so it's gonna go around my neck. We'll see how this works out. But just a quick one. But I want to show you what it looks like with the shortwave. Shortwave? I think it's a shortwave. And Currently Rockhounding just did a cool video. Maybe I'll link it about midwave UV light. So I'm gonna. I guess I'll copy him on that or whatever. Tag him, and who knows? Maybe he'll send out. His channel is great. I really love it. And the UV stuff is so fun. So yeah, I'm in Florida looking for. Ideally, I'm looking for calcite crystals, and you'll see there's like an orangish thing going on and a yellowish thing. So we'll see what happens. Maybe someone can post help me out with IDing. I'm still working on my identification, but I'm learning a lot. And I like Wild Kyle and I like Currently Rockhounding. Like I said, the guy's channel is awesome. Probably, I don't really know many else, but I don't really need much else. He's really good. I mean, he's just really passionate too. So he does great. So let me just try to flip her around here. It can be like this. Like this. Seems like that's pretty good. So check this out. This is what I've been doing. I've actually been doing it for past. Let me see if I'm recording. Double check. Okay, we're recording. Sorry. So this is what I've been doing for the actually past 15 minutes, and I'm like, you know what? I make videos now, so let me make a video. So this is it's a pretty good light. It is a shortwave UV light. And this is what I'm getting here. So this spot's actually really interesting. I'm making amulets and stuff like that. And for whatever reason, they're all coming up like a good size. I've got this this net thing that you hold in. They're all coming up about the size I want. I don't know why, but you can see what's going on here. And then I've got little ones. I do have little crafts. I've got like these wooden crosses. Of course, here we go. I'm just going to keep talking and let it ride. But we decided we like the train, right? We like the train. But maybe I'll tag Currently Rockhounding's most recent midwave. That's a piece of paper or something. I don't know what's going on there. Which I just know now exists. I didn't know that was a thing. So I'm going to keep going. I don't know. There we go. Look at that. Big difference there. There you go. So I'm just kind of. Let me show you a perfect size. I'm not going to talk much, obviously. Want to see the train? Let's see the train, of course. That's moving. That is moving. Not sure they like me here. Too far. I don't really venture out too far there. I never go to an area where I can't retreat to safety. I'm not going to get hit by a train. So if anybody wants to post that I'm being unsafe, I mean, you can, but I don't think I'm being unsafe. And then there are signs up above, yonder, that basically say you're not allowed to go past or whatever. And I mean, for the sake of YouTube, I do not ever go past there. But you can see, if you can see, nothing near this pile. I don't know if I hit this pile already. But I'm going to just try to find a couple different rocks now that react. But, man, I hope it's lined up. I think the camera's lined up good. I think it's lined up. Probably shaking. That could be a problem. I'm going to have to practice this little system. But, I think with this, I have what's called a selfie stick that I found at a thrift store. And really sturdy and bendable, and I don't know, I'm into it. So here we go. I wonder how this comes through. I hope this comes through good. See, that's obviously too big. I do like breaking up the rocks, but I can't really see what's going on there, so I'm not going to keep that guy. And this one looks promising, and I'm sure it is. They're all about the size. This may be a little bit fat on the backside, but I mean, it's just pure crystal throughout and throughout. Another one, a little big. And I just take like a little chisel and just pop it right off, and then I clean it up on the edges with pliers, I just squeeze the sharp edges, and then I've got a nice little rounded thing. Oh, sorry, there's one more step, of course. Tumble to my desired smoothness. To be honest, a lot of stuff I don't even tumble lately. I really love, I keep telling you guys, I'm going to show off my banded shirt, which is so pretty. It's like my favorite thing here. Banded shirt. And see, this is interesting. This might be shirt. I can't really tell, but see the crystal line is on top. We'll see. I'm getting proud of my banded shirt. Now, so I have like a rope. It's like a rope basket necklace thing that you buy on. I don't even know if I want to say the name of the company. This is the one where you're shopping like a billionaire. So, but I do find some interesting. What you would call it? Jewelry. I guess I'm a jeweler. No, I'm not a jeweler. What would I call myself? I guess I'll just make crafts. But I don't really sell stuff. I did start an Etsy store. I got a couple of things, eBay things. I'm set up for it. I bought a website. I bought 2 websites actually. What did I buy? I bought crystallizedflorida.com and fossilizedflorida.com, which it's pretty cool. They're .com. So I didn't have to do any silly thing, .shop or whatever. So I think those names are good. I like them, but I'm just slowly kind of doing my thing. I'm in this to relax and to think and to talk and to really just enjoy being outside and stuff, and enjoy the rocks. Something I don't really know. I've said it again and again, but to any new people, if there are, I don't know how this came about. I never looked at okay, that's not true. I looked at rocks, obviously. I suppose I had a passing interest in rocks in the past, but this is not a passing interest. It's borderline obsession. I do it pretty much every day. I don't know what's going on with that one. So, you see, that's a pretty good size for what I'm doing. Wire wrapping, amulets, and you don't really know until I bring it back and I clean it up really well to see. And again, what am I looking for? I'm looking for aesthetics. That's all I'm looking for. I'm into it. By the way, if I find a cool larger piece, I'm not going to throw it out. But right now I'm focused on the amulet. I don't know why I call it amulet. I like it. It sounds cool. Amulet sounds cool. And obviously that's too small. The one in the middle there, right there, is a good size for that, right? Size for a necklace, amulet, whatever, pendant. Pendant is a good one. And I've made I haven't really got into showing these off yet, but I've made about 20. I'm getting pretty good. My wire wrapping skills are improving, and I haven't sold one. I'm giving them to people I know, and it's fun. I let people make, people I like. I let them pick from I've got different grades, in my opinion, grades of rocks, air quotes, and I let them pick from, the good spots, and they're highly crystallized. There could be something going on here. Let's see, they're basically just highly crystallized rocks, I find. See, this is what I was trying to say. That his calcite on the channel with the mid-wave, sorry, it's blinking on and off. I just don't know a better way to do it. I feel like it's going to chew up battery power, so I'm kind of like trying to be somewhat conservative. It's probably, I just realized, probably really annoying. If it is, let me know, and I can figure out something else if I do it again. But this is what I do. This is exactly what I do when I come out here, just like this. And yeah. So what was I saying? Oh, yeah, I haven't sold anything, and I don't really feel the rush to do that if I ever want to do it. I mean, I guess it'd be nice. It's, it is a lot of work, and I don't want to feel, this is a fun hobby for me, and I don't want to ruin it. So anyway, how did it come about? It came about, let's go over here. It came about by, I don't know how, first of all, but I found a crystallized clam, heavily crystallized clam, not from Ruck's Pit. I don't live near Ruck's Pit, but I did go out there. I just told a story with that, I'll tell one time. Oh, we couldn't find it, basically, my son and I. So anyway, I found a crystallized clam. That's how it started. I looked it up, a little Google action or whatever, and that's what it was. Calcite crystals, fossilized clam. Read all about. Florida was an ancient reef, the entire inside of the state, massive ancient reef. So what I'm learning is I don't have to go to these massive ancient reefs, because it's brought here. It's brought to me for whatever reason, because maybe it looks pretty. I don't know why they do it, but it's used heavily, like that kind of, those rocks are used heavily in construction, heavily. And so whenever I see a construction site, I may or may not look around on that area, look around there. One thing I like is when they're digging. Like, you look and they're digging, and I'll come back at night. This one's too big, but I can pop it right in half, or maybe in thirds, so it'll be perfect. And I know, when the workers go home, sometimes I'll get bold and just do it right there. Nobody seems to care. They look at me like I'm nuts. Mostly they do. But I feel like it's digging up rocks that haven't seen, the light of day for 1,000 years. I don't know. It's probably not that long, because I think our timelines have been messed with too. So God knows. I also think here we get into the crazy stuff. This is where I lose people. So it doesn't really matter if I tag these other channels and quote unquote normal people come to my channel. Because when I get into the, I'm tombs and temples. This channel was originally going to be solely devoted to the theory that, I want to make a website about this, the theory that the New World of the Americas is actually not, it's actually the Old World. And I believe that 100%. I believe it 100%. I do not, and then I have got to trust not my narrative is the my little taglines there, and this is something that came on soon, quickly too, in the last year or so. You guys do what you want, but just hear me out real quick if you're interested. I think the C19 events probably open up eyes. I'm hoping it opened up a lot of eyes. What it actually did was split the duality right down the middle, which is how which is the ideal way for our controllers to whatever have this. If that sets you off, that you don't think we have controllers, I just leave now. Like, okay, let's go now. We have controllers. We are borderline slaves. I mean, it's a sneaky slavery, but yeah. So anyway, there is a carefully constructed narrative, right? And if you believe it 100%, as many do, I've got family members that do. I can't talk to them about things all the time. I am not that guy. I have been in conspiracy theories my entire life. Heavily, sometimes worse than others. Right now, I would say Matt from Quantum of Conscience has broken me from that awful silliness. It's, he calls it the bog, and I'm part of that community too as well. Quantum of Conscious, Matt McKinley. So this is a conspiracy generating machine. Reality. It's fake, whatever you want to call it. It's very, very, very contrived, constructed. So that's what's going on here. So, and we are split, and it's the widening. It's widening. So you've got people like me searching for truth, or whatever you could say, and I honestly am at the point where I almost believe nothing of big capital S science. Almost nothing. And I do think there's a lot of nefarious misdirection going on, but I don't think everyone in the scientific community is intentionally deceiving the rest of us. I don't believe that. I think they're deceived, highly deceived, because there's some good, carefully constructed stuff going on there. It's very believable. And then you've got half truths and partial situations of what the thing, like take quantum mechanics, right? Obviously, they've never said, "Oh, we figured it out. This is exactly how quantum." They're learning more and more every day, and sometimes they've thought about disregarding it completely. Whatever. You can't. So, it has a lot to do with what's going on here. I'll try to. Man, I knew this was going to happen. This was about UV light. I swear, this is about UV. So, basically, we generate. I believe we participate in the creation of this reality, this experience we're in, right? That's my belief. I'm 100% convinced. All those. See, that's perfect amulet size. That's a perfect pendant size. Perfect for my needs, and I'll show you what I do with them. But they're cool. I do some cool stuff with it, in my opinion. I've got one idea. I'm not going to say it because I think someone will take it. Whatever, I don't care if somebody takes it. They make these little basket pendants, and my idea was give it like a cool linen bag, and I'll pick out 10 little amulet sized things. My estranged wife thinks 10 is too many, gives too many choices. She said 5. I don't know. I might do 10. I'm sending my nephew one for Christmas. Do 20. I believe more choice the better. But anyway, so you get the little amulet holder, pendant holder. It's just a cool little rope one. They make metal ones as well. And then you've got, a bag of 10 different amulet-sized beautiful rocks. Some crystallized, some fossils, little mini fossils. All different colors. Everything, the best of everything that Florida has to offer. Because that's where I'm at. I mean, I can put other things in there too. What else? Sea, ocean little stones look great in it. Some of the more shells. I'm big into the UV now because thank you to Currently Rockhounding. I love this. I love looking at their UV. I don't understand it. I don't pretend to understand it. I'm learning. But I love it. I love it. I love the UV reaction. And it's fun too when people see me and they talk to me and say, "What the heck? What are you doing?" I will bust out with the UV light, and then very instantly they change their tune. And then if they change their tune, I say, "You like it?" And they say, "Yeah." And then I let them pick out a thing, and I give them an amulet. And I do believe there's some foo-foo-y kind of good luck and happiness and good vibes going with all that as well. How could there not be? You know, you're giving someone something cool, and it's just something you made. You know, I made 80% of it, whatever. So, where do we go from here? This is just what I want to show you. So let's just stay on the rocks for a minute. I don't know how I started it down this road, but it doesn't matter. I'm totally into it. Like, and this is kind of the story of my life. I've shared this channel about addiction before, and my struggles in my life with addiction. And I think it's all related. You know, when I get into something, I get into it hardcore. And I focus, obsession. I get obsessed. There's no other way to put it. But the good news is, if you know anything about recovery, one of the parts of recovery is going to make your life unmanageable. That's a big part, right? So the rocks and what I'm doing right now has not currently made my made my life unmanageable, and I don't really think it will. I think it's a very positive thing, and that's what you look for if you are a recovering addict or alcoholic. You have to find something to hobby. You got to find something. You know, meetings are good, all that stuff, but you got to find something healthy and happy and whatever it might be. I went to the Dharma Center in Buddhism for a year, which I really loved. Wasn't into like the chanting and all that, and I'm not sold on the way they look at reincarnation. Maybe I should revisit that though, because my thoughts on that have changed as well. I do think that we've been here before. I do think we possibly could come back. Maybe we're forced to come back. I think that some people might have a right with the prison reincarnation natures. I hope not. That sounds awful. You know, that's a real bummer if that's the case. I would think that there's a loving, caring source God that wouldn't allow something like that to continue very long. It seems unfair. You know, if you don't know what I'm talking about, there's a theory, prison reincarnation matrix theory, that we just come around and around and around. A lot of NDEs, all are very similar. And so basically, upon death, the unwary, the people who are not in the know, you know, see Jesus or see grandma or see loved ones or whatever, and says, "Oh, you've got to go back. You've got to learn some more and all that." And you do the life review and all that. And it's a very, I think that what I'm describing happened for maybe hundreds, if not thousands of years to people. And we might be the first, if it's true. I'm kind of steered away from it. I don't really think that's what's going on. Anyway, if it is, you could say right now, I do not consent to come back here against my wishes. Like, so basically, it's a trick to get you to come back. And you go for another round because you feel guilty or feel like you hurt that kid Jimmy and whatever in second grade, and you got to make amends and become a better person. I don't know. I don't think that's what's going on. A lot of people do, though. There's channels devoted to that. And it's kind of a bummer. It's kind of a depressing, not kind of, it's definitely depressing. You know, I think it's David Icke says that it's the moon. The moon is the source of that. It's actually a big construct that holds our souls and blah, blah, blah. So I don't look into that if you're into it. Literally just Google. Went from UV lights to this. Just Google reincarnation prison matrix, something like that. It'll all pop up. Lots and lots of information. And I've read it all of it. like I said, you know, when I get into something, I get into it, you know, full on. And that's what I'm doing now. I just want to, this is just fun and peaceful for me. My God, I don't know why, but if I could do this all day long, I would. I love it. I love it. And you know, I'm not obviously making a lot of YouTube videos. So what am I doing out here? I'm thinking about my life, and sometimes I'm not thinking. Sometimes I'm just thinking about rocks. But you know, sometimes mostly I'm thinking about, you know, what's the next step for me in life. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have talked to her like that last night. Or what's the best way to approach my son with this thing he's got going on, and that kind of stuff. You know, obviously I have a full-time job as well. I'm a chef. I work numerous hours, a lot of hours, but the job I'm currently at is not very, my creativity is not needed, and basically what I'm there to do is to help make it profitable for a very good friend of 30 years, bought into it. And it's a little bar with some food. He bought into it and it wasn't profitable. And now, and this just hit me, by the way, what am I doing here? Because we tried some different things with food, but we pulled back all of it, and it's got to make money. That's what's going on. So there are variances with alcohol, there's variances with food, there's issues with mismanagement and you know, every level, but it's already gotten better. It's already a lot better in just a few months. And so that's why I'm there. I'm not there to be creative chef guy, you know. I'm there to help my friend turn into a profitable place, even in the summer months, especially in the summer months in Florida, or at least break even in the summer months. So I hope you're paying attention to see what I'm getting here. This is it's kind of successful. This spot, I'm telling you, normally I'll find bigger rocks and I'll have to chunk them up, you know. And I spend a lot of time chunking them up, cleaning them up. These I'll have to clean up the edges. I can tumble some of these too. You know, and I'll probably only use, when I say use, probably only accept once all said and done, the cleaning's done and all that. It's probably only about 10%, 7% is going to be suitable for making something that someone might want to put around their neck, or that I think is good for that. Remember, this is all primarily about aesthetics. I mean, hell, I don't even know what this stuff is, right? On that guy's channel, Currently Rockhounding, he did the mid-wave, and there was beautiful fire red calcite, right? As far as I know, this is calcite. This is the calcite, and green. So you look. Here's a good example right here. You can see. I hope this comes through. There's greens and orange. This is not a great example. Like if you get a heavily like crystallized. Oh, maybe I can go show you right now. Yeah, let me go do that real quick. Follow me. This is worth it. You guys are gonna worth it. Don't look at my license plate. All right. Check this out. So I'll turn off the light in 1 second. I hope it's still there. I have no idea if it's still recording. So, here's a little treasure chest. So, let me show you this. Let me turn that. All right, now you're gonna see what I'm talking about. Turn that off. Bada bing, bada boom. Now watch. This is what I thought was calcite, and now my mind's blown. So I don't know. I kind of like this too. This is actually a shell, but watch the residual. Watch it. See if it'll carry over. Ready? It's hard to see because the light from the camera doesn't allow it to see, but there's like an afterglow carry over. I don't know how you want to say it, but these in here are my best, the best of the best of the best. And what grounds do I say? Well, look at that. So that's beautiful crystals all up in there. And can you see? And you can see the glow. Cool. Yeah, I love these. Hard to find. You know, this is about 0.001% of when I find it. So when I find it, it's gold. Real quick about Ruck's Pit, and then we'll sign off. Ruck's Pit is in the middle of the state. I guess famous for the clams that were beautiful yellowish calcite crystals with points and stuff. See that? Watch this, ready? That's so cool. So I went out there, couldn't find it. There's another mine that's closed down. Mines are so weird. So much weirdness going on with mines. It's a whole nother thing. Another topic for another video. I'll get there though. It's crazy. Crazy what's actually going on with mines. Watch the afterglow. See it? Let's go down here. Watch this. Oh, there you go. Watch this. See it? Ready? Bada bing. Listen. Oh, God. That's a good 5 seconds. Beautiful. It really is pretty. Yeah, alright. I don't know. I'm all over the place. I can feel it just getting worse, too. So, oh, here's another one. One last one. So, I'm going to sign off. Guys, thank you so much for listening. God bless you all. And to all, good night. We'll do one more to sign off. Thanks for listening. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.